So, I've had quite a few people ask me what media buying is and how to get into it, and I couldn't find, honestly, a good video or guide to send to them that was online, so figured I'd make one myself. So, we're going to hop into basically first what is media buying, and then second, kind of what the day-to-day work looks like, so you can see if you would even like it. And then third is going to be like how to get into it, how I would get into it if I had no skills at all in this career path or whatever you want to call it, job. The easiest way that I think you'd be able to get into it. So first off, what is media buying? So media buying, here we go. Essentially, media buying is where companies buy ads on most commonly social media platforms and stuff like that for their products and business and all of that stuff. We've all seen ads on Facebook. We've all seen ads on TikTok, all the social media stuff. You can do TV ads, newspaper print ads, flyers, email ads, all kind of stuff. Basically anywhere where people hang out is somewhere you can purchase ads. I in particular focus on social media ads, and even more particular than that, I kind of specifically did Facebook and Instagram for a really long time. Now I've went into TikTok, Snapchat, and like other stuff as well, but I would probably pick one to start with. Meta, aka Facebook and Instagram, are the easiest one to start with. The actual doing of the job is honestly as easy as making a Facebook post. So if you know how to make a Facebook post, you pretty much know how to make a Facebook ad. You can put some images and videos in here, put some text in here, a headline, which is just the bold part of the text, and then a link, like where do you want the traffic to go. So setting this up for a business is a very easy thing to do. But there is a lot of like marketing and psychology that goes into it, and like, copywriting, what the text says, how it makes people feel, how it does it get them to click, whatever. So there's a lot of marketing behind it. So the doing of it is easy, but the psychology behind it is going to be the harder part to learn and get good at. So what does the day-to-day look like? So this is Ads Manager. This is basically a dummy account, so let's go to a real account. This is Ads Manager, so this is Meta's ad platform where you see all of the ads you're running. So you have you can see I have access to a bunch of different clients here. This basically is just a bunch of different campaigns, a bunch of different ads, audiences, a lot of numbers. Your day-to-day is going to be looking at a lot of numbers, essentially. So you have this here. We also have, I have an example with TikTok, so you can see there's a pretty little bar chart, and then our line chart, and then same thing, it's going to be looking at more numbers. So once again, this is different campaigns in TikTok, and we can see like how much they cost and all the stats on them and stuff like that, and then we like pick the ones doing well, give them more money, stuff like that. So it's a lot of numbers, playing with numbers, tweaking numbers, reporting on numbers, and that kind of looks like it depends, honestly. It's very client per client basis, how they like to get reports, how they like to get numbers, but just know you'll be doing a good amount of talking to clients and answering questions. This is Slack, so this is a pretty common place for media buyers and clients to be connected. You also maybe do some email reports, some slideshows, stuff like that. So that's kind of the day-to-day. The easiest way, so here's what I would do if I did not know anything about media buying and I wanted to get into it. So Udemy, so you can just search Udemy, go to udemy.com. Up here, say you want to get into Facebook ads in particular, literally just type Facebook ads. So this first one here, 30,000 reviews for 16 bucks. It's got 75 videos in it. I've never took this, but I could say this is more than likely a pretty good course to take. So this is going to break down hopefully some of the marketing psychology as well, but definitely all of the what to do inside of Facebook. Because although if you can make a Facebook post, you can make an ad, there are some more nuances to the platform and stuff like that you do need to know if you're going to spend companies' money. So I would literally go to Udemy, type in Facebook ads or whatever. If say you want to start with TikTok, start with something else. I wonder if they have just straight up media buying as a thing. Programmatic. Okay, so programmatic's a little bit different. Programmatic is all the Google stuff. So there's Google, YouTube, Bing, Spotify, a lot of that stuff as well. So you can go that route also. All of them are viable. All you can make six figures, so however much money you want in all of them. Honestly, you just have to pick one, learn it, do it, and that's kind of how you're going to make money doing it. So that's what I would do first. So I'd go to Udemy, take a course, and then the next thing is, now that you have the knowledge, you need to actually get paid for the knowledge. So there's a couple different ways to do this. I think that, so my personal route is I got into Facebook groups. There's a couple popular groups like ClickFunnels, Facebook ad. If you just literally search like Facebook ad groups, there's a couple good Facebook ad groups. I'll actually see if the one that I got into, that I was in when I found some jobs, is still here. I think it's Facebook Job Board. Ad buyers. So this is a good one. Facebook ad buyers, Facebook ad hacks, and literally you'll find people in there that are like, hey, I need somebody to help me with this. Hey, I'm starting an agency. I need a media buyer, blah, blah, blah. So you can connect with those people. That's how I got my first job as an intern, worked for them for 2 years, built a network and stuff like that. And that's kind of just how I've piggybacked off of that. So Facebook groups can be a good place to find jobs. Also, you can go on Indeed. I would put in Facebook Ad Intern and apply for basically all of these, and just be, I think honesty is a really big thing, and it's why I got my intern job, because I told the dude like, hey, I've never actually spent money for a business. I spent like $50 myself on a t-shirt to try to sell it. That was it. So humble and willing to learn is a more on an intern level is more important than like trying to flex and say you've done a bunch of stuff when you haven't and don't have the knowledge. So yeah, I would just say like, hey, I've watched 75 videos and took courses, got certifications, whatever, really wanting to get into it, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you figure out how to do the interviewing part. But I would just say that's how I got hired, was just being straight up and just telling them that. So I would do some Facebook groups, do some networking, stuff like that. Also, paid media intern, you can do that. There's another website called Fiverr, so you can sign up as a Fiverr seller. So you can see I have a Fiverr profile myself. I've only made like $50 doing it. But if you go up here and type in Facebook ads, you can see, so this dude has 1,000 5-star reviews starting at $10. So no matter what, he's had at least 5,000 people pay him $10. So he's made $50,000 at least from this Facebook ad. And this actually isn't even doing the ads, this is designing an ad, which is a totally different thing. If you want to get into design, go for it. You can make a bunch of money doing that as well. So you can see this dude here, set up, manage your Facebook ad campaign, 5-star, 206 people. So he's made at least, I don't know, 206 times 100 to $20,000, something like that. So Fiverr, another way that you can make money. It's a little bit, it is competitive. There's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of sellers on here, but, I would find one of these that have sold a lot. So this dude has 206. So I'd probably literally just like try to copy, not copy, but mimic his thing. So I would try to create something similar to this. If you don't know how to do it, find someone on Fiverr and pay them to do it. And then just try your best to like network and get some people to order in here so you get some real experience. But I would be looking, this is what I would spend most of my time on if I didn't have any income coming in from it, is trying to get a job at another place that's going to pay me to learn and get the real experience. Because I think that's going to help a ton. You're going to get paid and you're going to get actual experience on the platforms. The last thing you can do is just straight up try to get your own clients. So this is going to be a much harder route if you have, first off, if you have no experience, and then second off, if you're not good at sales, because now not only do you have to learn marketing to fulfill the client whenever you sign them, you have to learn sales, and that's a whole other set of psychology and skill sets to be able to actually close the clients and get them to pay you and all of that. If you're good at that, you can definitely go that route. There's tons of, if you literally just go on YouTube and search like social media agency sales videos, like you'll find a ton of different ways. You can literally walk business to local businesses, say, hey, I do ads, whatever, make a little presentation. There's people that get clients doing that. You can go on Instagram. You can DM a bunch of companies, basically any company that sells anything, you could DM. Try to get on a phone call with them, show them what you could do, whatever, tell them what you could do, pitch them, all of that. So you can do the direct sales yourself, not work for a company, not go through a website and just get your own clients. From experience, I will say that is the hardest. That is the hardest of the routes, but can also make you the most money and give you the most freedom because you don't have a boss at an agency or anything like that. The last good thing about this is that this whole market is basically completely remote. So even before well, I don't know if I can even say it on YouTube, but even before the cold happened, it was fully remote anyway. So it is definitely a good option for working from home. So there's not just media buying. So I'm going to kind of branch out just a second. So media buying you can get into, and if you like the idea of looking at numbers all day in spreadsheets and making presentations and talking to clients, then that's awesome. There are also a ton of other jobs that are fully remote that are still in the same ecosystem that you can still make a lot of money from, that don't require all the marketing knowledge and psychology and media buying and all of that stuff. So if you actually go to Fiverr, pretty much anything you see on here is fully remote because that's what this whole entire website is remote work. And you can probably make 6 figures or whatever you're trying to make with any of this stuff. Now, caveat, it's probably going to be years before you do that. It took me like 4 years to get to that mark of actually working in media buying and specializing my knowledge and stuff like that. But I think it is possible with pretty much anything that's going to be on this website here. And I obviously don't have experience in all these different things, so hopefully you can find a video similar to this of any of the other stuff you're looking at of like what the day-to-day looks like and how the job works. But I'll say graphic and design, they make good money. Pretty much your day-to-day with that is going to be, if you're in an agency, it's going to be talking to the media buyers like me. I'm going to be telling you what kind of creatives I need, so that's like images and videos that I need for clients. And then you're going to be making them and I'm going to be using them. That's pretty much day to day. Or you can, on here, you can see there's logo, there's all kind of different stuff you can do. Marketing, we kind of hit on that. Pretty much if you get into any of the marketing stuff, it's going to be pretty similar. There's going to be a lot of checking numbers, a lot of presentations, a lot of client communication, calls, stuff like that. The rest of these, not really sure about. Video and animation is going to be similar to graphic and design, so it's probably going to be making video ads instead of image ads. And then the rest of this you'll kind of have to research on your own. But if you get into any of it, probably a similar way by connecting with people online, networking, applying for jobs as an intern, etc. So hopefully that helps out. And if not, drop a comment or shoot me a message if you know me personally and I sent you here, and I will help out any way I can. Later.